show that was designed to replace Mock the Week, and the fuckers brought it back. I came up with this idea because I watch TV, and I really wanted to be on Mock the Week, and they cancelled it. So I just thought, you know what, I'll create my own, and then I can be on it. Except, problem is two things. One, I then realised I'd have to host it, so I'm still technically not on it because the people around me are the funny people. And the second issue is that I'm not funny. So my chances of ever being on Mock the Week are not good. Do you not like Mock the Week?
No, I think the host isn't funny though.
This host?
No, the one Mock the Week.
Oh, the one Mock the Week, right, okay. Because I was going to say, who hates Mock the Week? Does anybody else hate Mock the Week? Who hurt you? Are you two together? No, because I was going to say she could do far better. You.
It did with my dad.
Together? Is that how you met? That is a difficult first date.
No, not at all. My mum was involved.
Are you from Kilmarnock? Yeah, that's where we live. Right, anyway, I'm trying to get on with this, by the way. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing your, I don't know what would you call him? Probably your ward?
Yeah.
Like, you're a carer, what would that make him?
Needy.
Did you say he's a carey? Is that what? Yeah, he looks like a carey. Now, hey, don't laugh at that, dear. If you laugh, the audience doesn't like it. Okay, so, so we crack on. So I'm going to introduce the teams, except I didn't write anybody's names down, so this is a memory test. So I'll introduce myself. I know who I am. I am Buckaroo Bon-Si. I have the stupidest name in Scottish comedy. And the fact that I'm barely in Scottish comedy is quite impressive. But I am delighted to be here. Thank you so much for being here and for not for leaving. With the exception of about 5 of you who came, the rest of you are here already, and you're wonderful people, and I love you. Individually, if it's required. So I'm going to introduce our teams. I'm going to start off with our team captain for the blue team. And we have, would you like to introduce yourself to the crowd?
Yeah, Harun Musho'd. I'm not Scottish, you can probably tell, but I do live in Glasgow. Yeah, no. I am a political comedian. How much do you want me to say it?
Just until you finish, really.
Okay, political comedian. I'm doing my own political panel show called The Political Brunch. It's not a game show. So if you like this, then come to that, but it's not a game show.
Because it's better. if we stop using the mics and you guys all hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, in the back, you can all hear us?
Yes.
Shut up, you. So, I've turned that, sorry. I put that on mute. Right, and with Harun we have Peter.
Hi, I'm Pete Murphy. Some of you may remember me from such things as Hi, I'm Pete Murphy. I was here earlier. I'm not a particularly political comedian. And I found out I was on this show on the way to the last show.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea what's going on. I thought this was Taskmaster.
Oh, I could have done Taskmaster! Sorry.
Fuck it, we're doing Taskmaster.
I'd love to be inside Greg Davies. Now, Jack.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Jack, I'm a comedian. I've been doing comedy since 2019, although you wouldn't believe me, because most of you don't know who I am. But yeah, just try and make the rent, make some people laugh. World's going to shit, why not?
Fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for that, Jack. Thanks for bringing us to a high. Blue team. And on the green team we have, now I know your name. Jimi, I'm kidding. Jimi, amazing comedian, Jimi Longmuir. Don't leave! Introduce yourself.
I'm Jimi Longmuir. You may know me from such things as the previous fucking show.
He was actually booked to come on here though.
That I was getting. Also, along with that, I'm probably the person most responsible for this entire fucking thing happening, so I'd rather not say much.
be fair, I was going to do that for him, but his ego beat me to the punch there.
It's a lot of things, but it's not ego.
We're all very grateful to you, darling. And to your
Especially the
left,
six that just left.
I know, I saw they left. I think it was
Why did we not lock the door?
fire hazards. Right, and I'm terrible. I never actually got how to say your name. I'm so sorry.
It's Sonya.
Sonya, brilliant. Introduce yourself to the lovely crowd. Don't leave.
Hello,
Sit the fuck down.
hello, lovely crowd. My name is Sonya. I got into comedy recently because I'm an American, and there's no other way to engage with the news except turning it into comedy therapeutically. In my normal life, I'm a middle school teacher. I teach 13-year-olds, so I figured there'd be some I figured there'd be some overlap between a crowd of drunk comedy goers and a crowd of 13-year-olds. Except I never have to call any of your parents. So my dad.
You probably need a meeting.
Yeah. But can one of us make the dead mother joke, please?
Okay, me.
And Billy, finally, we'll be able to crack on. Take your time.
I'm Billy Bremner, and a very famous name, named after Martin Luther King, obviously.
I'm dyslexic. I don't get it.
Oh, Martin Luther King was named in 1929. I wasn't named until 1981.
That's it. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this. Whatever this turns out to be.
Oh no, I've never. This was the end of my comedy career. Right. What we worked out from the green team is they're incredibly quiet. Right. So speak up. Right, well, now we've kicked off, I was going to do some jokes, but fuck it, I'm not going to, we're just going to go straight in. You know this is live!
Behind the scenes.
Right.
I got my drink. I don't think anybody knows.
Fucking hell, right.
Stop for 3 seconds.
Right.
That wouldn't be the first thing you'd cut anyway.
Right. There is a trophy. This is a special trophy. It says, the state we're in, 2026, the team can win it. However, I did realise 1 trophy, 3 people. So I reckon that we make a decision as I nearly said as a class. I've turned it to you. And we make a decision as an audience who was the funniest, and they get to keep the trophy, right? So you make that decision, unless you make the wrong one and pick Pete. Right. All right. So you can all see behind me. The first round is called Don't Kick Off, and what you're going to do is you're going to tell me what this image behind me is all about.
That's the Glasgow International Comedy Festival.
Not that image.
Oh, right.
Yes. Tell me more. Can you guys see the TV by my hat?
Oh, it is that image.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so remember when the format of the show is you're supposed to make jokes?
Right.
Make a joke.
I'll be on fire soon.
There is a lot of wood there, though.
That is not the first time I've seen Ross McClellan with a knee in his hand.
I like your comment about there being a lot of wood there, but isn't traditionally comedy mostly full of wood?
Yeah, that's what's going to all burn down.
Yeah. Female representation.
Oh.
As I misread an image, to be honest, you might probably think
Is that flashing or am I having a stroke?
You're on this stroke.
Okay, I may have another.
Say it again, Billy.
It's misreading. You might think that says GICF, but what that is that's some of the best known comedians introducing Glasgow's version of ICE.
Foreigners go home.
Yeah, but we're nicer over here, so we send comedians to do it instead of guys with guns.
Yeah.
We just set fire to our train stations so that we
They are very white. That is flicking. I don't know why it's flickering.
I'm not going to lie to you, that's a new low for Susie McCabe.
Sonya, help save us. Anything for
Oh, wait, I get it, because she's low down.
Fucking hell.
It's a joke in many ways.
Right, do you know what? I think we'll bring down before you get too controversial. What about this one? Too soon.
I feel like if I
just up to there, you can see the previous
Location of the Epstein files identified.
Sorry, did you just say if we look down there you can see the previous venue?
Yeah.
You
Well, it was supposed to be roast battles there, I think.
Fantastic.
The King sends Prince Andrew a housewarming.
Is it one of Glasgow's more fireproof buildings?
It shows they would have been on fire.
What's that?
The Blue Lagoon's the only part that didn't burn down. It's the only part that's ever been in fire before.
I think it's amazing that honestly here in Scotland you guys will batter anything. Fucking fry anything you want, you sick fuck.
I think they make us so good at making fires.
We don't deep fry everything, like, we need to keep the NHS in work sometimes.
What shots at the NHS?
The NHS, all four of them.
It's not our fault.
And used to come quite a bit of fun about it, the Great Evade. In fact, no one was killed in it, it was good.
Oh, great, very nice. Yeah, to be fair, like one of the best jokes I've heard all night, and it definitely wasn't from the show before, I've got to say, was from the chap who, sorry guys, was from the guy who helped set up behind it. I plugged something in and he went, "Can I just check? It's not a vape you're plugging in, is it?" I was like, seriously, you've already lost one venue. He's like, exactly.
Do you have a licence for that vape?
Yeah.
That's why Colette was late for the last show. Our usual beep show was shut.
You quit. Lovely. Okay. Let's.
Safety.
Wow. Is that where we're going with that? Cigarettes have finally come back. This is this great conspiracy by Benson and fucking Hedges to get them back on top.
Faith will be
We have
just
Benson and
smoking.
Hedges.
In all fairness, last year in Scotland, right, sorry to ruin the format of facts, last year in Scotland, over 100,000 people stopped smoking.
They died.
Well, that's lung cancer.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I don't know what's.
Spread with the dirty fire training.
And I personally think that the new season of Fireman Sam is fucking out of hand, to be fair.
Fireman Sam.
Fireman Sam.
Which is what happens when you do Fireman Sam in more than one take.
Yeah, but in Glasgow they call it Fireman Tam.
Oh, you see?
I know, usually it's for the best as well. It's ironic that I said something good and you know did.
It was better when you said it anyway.
Yeah, to be fair,
I'm a writer.
your delivery was better.
I'm a writer. Fuck off!
What do we think about the guy who rushed in and grabbed a fire extinguisher and tried to put it out?
I mean, he was a thief to get caught. He wanted that fucking fire extinguisher himself.
You've got to give credit where it's due. He didn't try.
He did.
He did scoosh water onto the electrical fire.
Yeah.
But he did try.
No one is talking about the fact that in all likelihood this good Samaritan burned a building down.
I heard he get kicked off the train for not a ticket. Yeah, may not have been both.
It's obviously it's a tragedy, and a big shout out to Calabash and the other. Shut up, you.
I think
And the other.
it's bumped out, man.
Oh no, I'm moving on. I was actually just saying thank you to the venue for changing and bringing us here, and I'm donating all of the ticket sales for this show to Calabash to help, which I think deserves a round of applause.
I could get on a fish supper and a vape.
I'm not really going to get a free suit.
I should point out we haven't sold any tickets for this show. So the tickets have actually gone up to £5,000 a ticket. So we're donating whatever that wasn't. So brilliant. All right. Okay. So I think on that round, I think I'm going to give the points to the green team. And that's namely because the blue team appears to have got a new member.
Oh, Mr. Bremner. Bremner said because of the ticket issue, so it was obviously a training issue.
Really? Everyone just let him sit in that.
I'm the one drinking.
Can I just say, it's great when you deliver jokes, but I think Billy should write them for you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel so honest, it's like needed that.
You stick to politics.
Alright, so we're going to go into our first head-to-head here. Right, so we're going to take two comedians. Jimi, Harun, you're going to nominate from your team a comedian to do a stand-up set in the middle of the room here, in front of everybody else. That's how stand-up works. What the fuck is my head? Sorry. On the aspect of tonight's theme, and tonight's theme, unless you haven't noticed already, is everything is fucked. How do we go out giggling? Right? So, 3 minutes apiece for the stand-up challenge. Who are you nominating?
Sonya.
Fantastic. And who are you nominating?
Billy.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I will invite you to fuck off.
I don't need to be
You're
invited.
certainly fucked.
Yeah. Only if I play my cards right. I'm gonna warn you, I've got a massive hemorrhoid. Now, I think we should let Sonya go first. I'm gonna give you a mic. So if you'd like to hit the middle, you've got 3 minutes. I will buzz you when you're ready. You can stand directly in front of me.
Facing the crowd.
Facing the crowd. Okay. Start when you're ready.
Ooh, can y'all hear me good?
Yes.
So are we ready for World War III?
Woo!
Yay!
I'm not. I still haven't taken down my pandemic decorations. But yeah, for no reason whatsoever. I've been thinking a lot lately about that meme, you know, where the dog is sitting in a room that's on fire. That's what I'm talking about, right? Where he's saying, "This is fine." Thinking a lot about that lately, because I don't know if you know, but that meme was published in 2013. Yeah, it came out before Brexit. It came out before Donald Trump was president. Like, that was back when Donald Trump was still just the weird guy in Home Alone 2. As opposed to the weird guy in Home Alone 2 who is trying to steal Greenland. Like, I feel we moved on by now, you know? At this point, the dog should be sitting in like a massive smoking crater, you know, next to a volcano with lava pouring in. And he should just be like, it could be worse. And friends, I will admit that, you know, as an American, who is not just an American, who is an American who is also married to a Russian. Which is a fun game of whose country is doing the worst.
Who's on top that one? Who's on top that one?
We all lose. Because I'm intimately familiar with how much we are well and truly fucked. Like I don't know if you know today, the Secretary of War, Pete Hezga, the U.S. Secretary of War, gave a speech. And I first saw this in the Russian news because the Russian news reported on it. Basically, do you guys know the news outlet, The Onion?
Yes.
Yeah, the Russian state, fantastic. The Russian state news reported the article from The Onion as factual. Yeah, that's how I started my day. Then I went and listened to the speech, and in this speech, the Secretary of War has actually said that in the war on Iran, the U.S. Army is going to give no quarter. Yeah, no quarter. He actually said those words. If you don't know what that means, because you're not a pirate. No quarter is when they take no prisoners. It means they will kill every enemy. Yeah, and that's actually, shockingly, a war crime. And it's actually, for your information, been a war crime since 1899. Yeah, recently, like 2 centuries ago. And like 1899 is so long ago that it's before tea bags were invented. True, it's before crayons were invented. Like, you can't even scroll back that far in Microsoft Excel.
That's your time.
Right, brilliant. Okay, Pete, beat that. I'm just going to turn this off. And there you go. Your time starts now.
So I believe the topic is we're all fucked. I think people say we're all fucked as if it's a new thing. We have been fucked as a species for 300,000 years. Humanity prayed for rain instead of digging fucking ditches. We believed in God, but plumbing not so much. We are now overtaken so heavily by technology that we ourselves have become the perpetrators. We are not the dominant species. Telephones are the dominant species. Children are walking about with the knowledge of a species in their pockets. And they're using it to Google, is my cat racist? We are purely second generation monkeys operating on Monkey OS 2.0, or if you're leasing the Glasgow, it's 2.0. Oh, we are the believer. No, when I was a child, we had one phone, and it was bolted to the wall with a cable as grey and shiny as a dolphin's penis. And not everybody got to use the phone. You could only use the phone if you were tall enough and strong enough to lift it off the receiver. So you looked at some sort of perverted opening scene from The Lion King. Hakuna Matata. And it was solid, bakelite. You could beat a Frenchman to death with it. Obviously the world has moved on, and 10 years later you could beat a French woman to death with it. But we're all wandering about with all these apps. There's more apps than Epstein files. And they're all fucking useless. When I was a kid, I remember walking into assembly. There's a murmur in the room. Jan Charlton touched John Butler's penis with home eckie. This was news for 3 fucking weeks. Nowadays news comes and goes like that. It's only the news that they want you to hear. But now, fear not, we are in the age of AI, artificial intelligence. Do we all use ChatGPT?
No.
Yeah. It's a fucking disease. Have we all seen those Boston Dynamic adverts? The wee dogs bouncing about, giving it all that patter, doing these somersaults and wee dances, and the robots now are all giving it that. And they're like, what before? We will never know.
In my defense, I didn't mean to touch it.
You said that the last time as well. You said that.
It's all about penises with you. You said penis twice and then comes and goes. Nobody picked up on this.
Come to my hour-long show, you'll get an hour of cock.
Darling, I know you can't manage an hour of cock, and so does your
I
wife.
didn't say this.
I realise we've only ever gigged together once, and it's just, that's fury. Right,
Just clown get room.
I'd love to. In Glasgow's prices? No. Right, who are we giving that one to? Are we giving it to the green team or the blue team?
Blue team.
Green team.
All right. Blue team.
All right.
Come on.
Okay,
As soon as you said the other Billy Boys, come on.
Okay, for the blue team.
Green team.
hand to the green team. I'm giving it to the green team. Well done.
You're costing us points.
Yeah.
But you're funnier.
Is there any chance you could sit over there?
Yeah. Great. Okay, we're gonna play the next round. Is called. It fucking isn't. Now we're gonna play a game called Don't Touch That Button. And in that, we are going to discuss. I want you to fingers on buzzers. Who is going to be the reason that the world ends? And tell me why.
Aunt Bessie.
Why?
I wonder what agenda is. She's fucking everywhere. I tell you, Donald, he wants to go to Greenland. There's a big fucking hurrah. That woman has been in Iceland for fucking years. Thank you for that.
If there was ever an advert not to go to your show, that was it. Brilliant, alright. Do we have any better than Aunt Bessie? You go.
It's going to be a toss-up between a guy that owns a bake shop and a guy that doesn't know how fucking electrical fire works.
Okay. Sonya? You get A, you hit the button. It cost me about a tenner.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
I think it's Noel Fielding.
Noel Fielding?
Yeah, the self-checkout voice at Tesco.
Whoa, so Noel Fielding, the amazing bake-off presenter, comedian, sex bomb. Be careful what you say next.
No, Noel Fielding, the self-checkout voice. He's the Tesco self-checkout voice. Yes. Okay, I said the self-checkout voice. The self-checkout voice.
Right.
I think it's going to be a really well done.
So I'm still stuck on the fact that I think Noel Fielding.
This is not a new thing. It's been like 5 years.
Tomorrow's headline: Glasgow comedian found masturbating in Tesco.
You know I'm not allowed in Tesco.
Just wondering how that would go down. It's what is the guy going to say? Unexpected item in bagging area. Since when did we sell nuclear warheads?
Unexpected item in dogging area, maybe.
I was thinking it's just like years of passive aggressive. Unexpected item in bagging area. Unexpected item in bagging area. You're like 3.5 nanoseconds after you scan your thing. So I think at some point the unexpected item in bagging area is going to be humanity.
I refuse to use the self-checkout machines. I hate them. I think they're taking people's jobs, and they cannot call me a cunt the same way that someone at checkout. Like, if I buy Vaseline and a cucumber through self-checkout, nobody blinks an eyelid. But Doreen on checkout 3 looks fucking horrified. Or she says, "Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger cucumber, bitch." Everything's sexual with me. I swear to God, I'm not like this. Any other suggestions?
Yeah.
Yes.
The person who came up with the Apprentice format.
Hang on, just to be clear, all apprentices or the TV show?
No, the TV show.
Right.
I suspect it was probably an apprentice to a producer who came up with the format The Apprentice in the first place, so they could get some more work.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we're clearly talking about the American version of the show because that format, of course, introduced us to Donald Trump. And if that hadn't happened, Donald Trump wouldn't be in the White House now. So, agreed.
Do we blame the apprentice for Donald Trump?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I would have blamed his mother for not giving his
Well,
father
I mean,
a job.
there's all
to be
sorts.
honest.
Yeah, there's all sorts of people you could blame, but it's the apprentice that got Donald Trump to the point where he was able to run for the White House in the first place.
Right.
90% of Americans have not left the country. We don't have passports. 80% of Americans have not left the states they live in. America lives watching television. America on American television, thanks to The Apprentice, portrays Donald Trump as a successful, clever, shut the fuck up, these are facts. What is your PhD in? Fucking Lego. He is portrayed as intelligent, good businessman with a no-nonsense approach, and that's what Middle America voted for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for someone to blame for him
And also cock. I never said
Yeah,
cock.
you need to throw a bit of cock in there. Go on.
If you're looking for someone to blame for putting him in the power, then surely it's the people that fucking voted him in, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
That's an excuse, you know, he voted him in because he is a fan of The Apprentice.
Do you know, in my day job, I'm a lecturer at a university, and for a second I completely forgot what the format was, and I thought I was leading a fucking tutorial. I was about to award you points on your paper. I was like, do you know what, for your next essay, I'm going to give you extra 5 points for that. That was brilliant. I'm kidding, I wouldn't let you in my university.
Mate, I've got 2 PhDs. I don't eat in your fucking university.
Are we really having a PhD off?
No, because I just won now.
Sorry,
Oh, I just wanted to see if it's stopped.
oh no, don't give my wife ideas! You're not having one of these buttons at home anytime I start.
I do have to answer if you want.
Yes, please.
The Duolingo album?
Oh,
I think that might be the reason.
since they changed it. They changed the logo. My son told me that they changed the logo, and since then it's become very much fascist.
I think he's adopted.
My son was imaginary. No, anyway, he's
How tall is he? As tall as it was.
yeah. He changes depending on the punchline, to be honest.
You are making an argument and citing your son as your source.
My son just got straight A's on all of his prelims. You leave him alone. I'm very proud of him. Right?
So is his father.
Daddy's proud of you, son. He's very proud of you. Right. Sorry, the Duolingo owl.
No, actually, it knows where everybody lives.
Right.
You know, it has daily courses compliance. I think it's one push notification away from saying Spanish or Parish. Like,
So you're arguing that Duolingo is the opium of the masses, 21st century.
Oh, no, I'm arguing.
Oh, I know, right? Fuck Dr. Dick.
What? The guy in the hat.
I would agree with that. You know, we've got
I was
we're
saying
all
it's going to kill us all.
All right, okay, right.
If you want to go Vladimir Lenin, you know.
Do you know he does speak Russian? No.
No.
I think it's going to be Switzerland.
Why?
Well, we've tried war since fucking the beginning. I mean, Switzerland have never tried war. They've always said peace, 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 peace.
And cuckoo clocks.
Cuckoo clocks and Toblerone, which is its own dangerous.
We should get this
But I think one day the world will listen to Switzerland and we'll have fucking peace. And that's when Hadron Collider will find that thing that goes to the black hole.
Okay, I'm, unless anyone gives me a last better answer, I'm taking Switzerland as the answer here.
I object on the grounds of, right, I'm half Swiss and I object to my country.
There you go.
It's going to end the world when it's never had a war.
I'm American and I object to anyone else getting credit for anything.
The green team win. No. Oh, it's always America's fault. Beautiful. All right, fantastic. Well done. Well done on that one. We, if we can move on to the next round. The next round is again fighting talk. This time, the remaining 2 team members. We're going to have Billy versus Jack. I think it's only fair that Billy goes first, and we'll turn the mic up for you. So if you want to go to the front, you've got 3 minutes on. The world is fucked. I've turned it off. I keep doing that.
Hello. Oh.
If you can't get out, you can squeeze. All right, your time starts. It's like that, you know, on the radio show when you go to your time starts now. I do that every morning. I've always wanted to do it. Your time starts now.
Well, I've always known we're all fucked, to be honest. Life starts out quite well with all that promise and shit, doesn't it? You know, and then it goes to, I mean, I'll go right, it starts with like, I was a catch.
Just give him the points.
No, but when my wife was much younger, God appeared to her and he told her, you're going to have a lovely house 2 wonderful kids and a great life. And she said, what's the catch? You know, I said, but still, tomorrow will be 14 years since she left me. For that guy with the lovely house and the 2 kids. And I've missed her. I've missed her ever since she left. Ever since she left, I've been in a very dark place. Because she was the one that paid the electricity bills. I made the day they cut me off. I've been watching a documentary called Gladiator. And it's with this bloke whose mother-in-law was killed by a cannibal. Turns out he was Gladiator. I didn't really consider cannibalism because I mean the food's going to run out and all this fucking war that's going on in it, so we're going to start eating each other. You know, survival of the fittest. And if you're going to be a cannibal, you have to start doing some horrible things. You know, I've heard of cannibals. I had one that they broke out in the intensive care unit just because his doctor told him to eat more vegetables. Yeah, they're horrible people, but they'll fucking outlive us all because you know we'll be dinner. And you wonder if a cannibal, do they ever run out of food? If a cannibal wants a salad, do they just eat a vegan? And then what do they do for dessert? Sugary treat? A diabetic? You have to wonder and stuff as well about them. You know, people say that cannibals are monsters. They say that they're animals, but people also say that we are what we eat. And that makes cannibals people too, doesn't it? Down to it, you know. And then, you know, if you want to expand, if you want to eat people, eat others. You know, stick to what you've got left in your cupboards. You know, this morning, I mean, I got a bit confused. It's been a bit of a roller coaster today, to be honest. It started out well, you know how it goes. One minute you're having a nice cup of tea and a penguin, the next minute the zookeeper's called the police. I've often get confused between right and wrong, you know, I think it's because I'm stupid. For example, I never understood the phrase, a drowning man will clutch at straws until I tried to snorkel past one. I used to raise pigeons, but I gave up, because they always won.
I'm sorry to pull you off on the pigeon joke.
Alright, fantastic. Brilliant work there, Billy. Okay, Jack, when you're ready.
Can you say anything?
Yes.
Go on, say it.
Yeah, I'm the host. You've now got 2 minutes 30 seconds. Cheeky fuck. Your time starts now.
So, we're all fucked. That's the name of the show. If you give people cheery vibes, you're in for a fucking cunning night. Simple as that. It's interesting to see all the propaganda for World War III. It's so different from all the propaganda we had from World War II, you know, Dig for Victory and things like that. Now, the Ministry of Defence or whomever are going for social media, and Keir Starmer has been putting propaganda up, and under the he's using the song "Money for Nothing," and I just think that's funny because it's, you know, we're in a bit of fucking dire straits right now as it is, and we've got no fucking money. Thank you. I just think he's a bit in over his head. I looked at the top comments on the TikTok. He's obviously trying to recruit an army to go fight in a war, and the top comment is classic: "Can you just fix the fucking potholes, mate?" You know, the propaganda is I'm listening to Spotify. I've not paid for my premium, so now I'm getting propaganda right in there. And I'm at work, I'm grafting away, I'm doing a grafting, and then suddenly it's just like, this is shit, you know? Grafting away, earning a wage, you should join the army. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to fucking do. Yeah, from the earpiece in my head, I'm working in a warehouse, I mean, fuck it, I might just join the army. It seems like a better thing to do than working in a warehouse. I've no idea where I was going with this, but the world is definitely fucked. So let's have a laugh about this. You seem to be standing there, you know, team member that we've adopted. What are you expecting a show here?
I genuinely thought you filled in the potholes. I thought that'd be class.
How? With Cocoa Pops?
Alright, okay.
Again, I'm not in a warehouse, I'm not out there fucking filling the bubbles. I don't know how.
You should be, honestly, because it's easier.
Who made you the king of bubbles?
Isn't that Keir Starmer?
I said the Keir.
The big tarmac.
I reckon Keir Starmer should go out and fix potholes himself and realise how fucking hard that is. It's probably easier to fill potholes than it is to recruit an army of Gen Z that don't want to fight for this fucking country. They're outside that, that's it. Here's the button.
I'm giving you a B- on your paper this year.
I could see you in the army.
Following up, I did try and join in the reserves, and I got a knockback.
B minus.
Fuck up. Nickname in the army. Fuck up. I had an acid burn, I had specs, and I got a knockback, and the sergeant just went, just fucking try again. We've let paraplegics into the army. I'm right, okay, yes.
How much qualification do you need to be cannon fodder?
Minus qualifications, that's what you need.
So that's the thing about the army reserves, they just bring you on the last 5 minutes of the war. To try and turn things round.
Oh, fuck's sake. I've lost my pen, I can't even take a point away. I've lost my pen, I've literally not moved.
It's in front of your microphone.
Is it? Right. I know what I'm doing. Right, I'm giving you a point, blue team, for that one. Not because they were better than you.
Just had coincidence, was it?
They haven't had a point yet, and I feel really bad. So our next round is called Well That Escalated Quickly. So what we're going to do here is I want you to put the buzzer where you all can reach it. Yeah, and you're all going to come in with it's a one-liner for the topic that's on the wall. You've seen what we this is things we'd like to see without copyright infringement, right? So remember, you keep it funny because this will be the bit I'll give you for your own YouTube. YouTube, by the way, Pete, is a online thing for people to see.
Oh, you think the thing that I've got my weekly cooking show on, which is on tomorrow at 12 o'clock. With 3,000 weekly views. That YouTube. That's the YouTube we're talking about.
I am one of your subscribers, and it's a fantastic show. Honestly, I've never got past 2 minutes. It's just I come and turn it off. Right. Okay, but fingers on buzzers. Cut lines from Fallout New Glasgow. Go.
Feral ghouls. No, son. That's just the Rangers Football Club.
Anyone else?
They're all ghouls. No, son, they're just from Celtic Football Club.
If you say Partick Thistle, I'm throwing you out.
The radioactive levels are dropping. The locals going to have to find something else to get high on. Parkhead.
Anyone else? Just for my own sanity, do you all understand the concept of Fallout New Glasgow? Do we all as an audience understand what this means?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah? No?
This is where we find out you're a big nerd.
Really?
It's a video game enjoyed by the young people.
I had an argument in the car with my wife on the way here about the fact that I've not explained what Fallout is to the audience. And I was like, it doesn't matter, they'll all understand what it is. I'm putting a point down for the wife. There you go. All right.
I think what he's trying to say is you all understand it when life starts imitating art.
Yes.
Just because they look like they were in Fallout doesn't mean they know what Fallout is.
Come on,
this is the audience that stayed. Right. Next topic. Unlikely things for a world leader to say. Could have been faster. I was wrong. Ooh.
Barack Obama was right.
Would you care to say which leader is going to say that?
Unlikely to come from Donald Trump.
Yes.
Barack Obama was right about doing nuclear talks with Iran. Well, he was, because they had no nuclear weapons when Donald Trump broke that deal, and now they don't have any nuclear weapons, but they have nuclear capability.
Careful, he doesn't like facts.
I know, right?
Is he a humanities PhD?
Yeah. Yes.
Lego.
Who can make me? Alright, okay, sorry, no buzzer. Putin made me.
For fuck's sake.
It's about timing, mate.
Green.
It's not even your team.
Who'd want to be the green team?
All that money was spent on the war. Let's spend it on the people.
I mean, what?
My name's on the Epstein files, and I'm going to take accountability for it.
That was pretty convincing. Look at Hillary Clinton.
Oh, it's the water prick.
Oh.
Oh, the other prick.
The murderous Watson.
That one.
Yeah.
George Clinton. No. Harun.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, guys.
Did you hit it?
No. Oh, you said George Clinton.
I did. I did mean Bill. That was a joke, Jimmy. Sorry. My first one. Fucker. Harun, sorry.
I feel the moment's gone now.
Oh no.
That was right. Yes, sorry. No. I am going to seek congressional approval before I declare war on Iran.
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone but him?
I'm going to make sure that I secure Venezuela's oil supply before I declare war on Iran.
Okay, quotes from an unstable AI. Yes.
Alexa. Oh, fucking button, that bitch gave me a virus.
She's listening to you.
She always is.
Yeah. That's it. Anyone? Really? Are we that worried about upsetting our future overlords?
That's not actually a great idea.
Yeah. My AI, I've got my own AI, and he called me a sentient breadstick.
You're really not here
So
to
it's
take
not-
your jobs.
Yeah.
You're really not here to take your jobs.
No, thanks. That is good. Yeah, I'm not giving them a point for that because that's too good. Right? Sorry, brother.
My knowledge base includes the entirety of the Epstein files unredacted. No one's ever asked me.
Anyone else?
Let's do a panel show loosely based on Bob the Week.
Let's
do this for your pleasure.
Listen, I know where the trophy's going. Right up your arse.
The word Lucy was never in that prompt to that, but it was just like, I want.
That's what made the AI.
Yeah.
What's this from AI is because you can do mock the week without prep.
I prepped my
Topical.
Oh, for God. Yeah, that I just don't care.
Alright, finally then, sales pitches for goods after World War III. I'm not actually sure what this means, so I'm really glad you guys
I'll start again.
Go on.
Gas masks! Get your gas masks! Two for a tenner! Two for a tenner!
Greenland, one careful owner.
Crocs. The official footwear of surviving something humiliating.
You're still wearing the Crocs.
Room to let in a former chip shop located next to Central Station.
I wonder if it smells better now.
Conservative Party membership. If you can survive. Anything.
I think they're called Reform Party now.
I think they're called crop wearers.
I agree with that. Any more? Just any more?
old school electrical equipment from Israel that won't blow up in your face. Oh, it's so dark.
We can't end on that.
The first section we're all fucked.
This is the only bit that's going to be clipped.
Panel show host, a fan with optional hat.
Imaginary child.
He's a doctor, so we call him Darryl O'Brien.
Yes, fucking yes. I'm changing my name. Brilliant. Any last one? No, do you know what? I'm having Darryl O'Brien, and they get the point. Okay.
Okay, bastard.
Right, okay, round of applause there, everyone. And we are coming, I know you'll be sad to hear this, but we are coming to the end of the show. We're almost entirely on time.
Just be common.
Yeah, I know, we seriously are. Like, I don't need to, you're not my real dad. No,
But you wish I was.
I'd love to call you daddy.
Maybe after the next show, Jenny McKay live.
Bring that back! Right, okay, so so the headliner tonight is whichever team's captain is the leader of the team that won. And I think we have to say, with absolutely no doubt whatsoever, that our winner is Jimi.
I've done like about 2 hours of stage time in here since yesterday.
Are you turning me down?
Yes, I am.
Alright, you are like a real dad. In that case, I would...
Also, I've fucking nothing in the tank as well.
And I'm the one that doesn't prep. Brilliant.
Would you like to laugh or not laugh?
I like you, Jimmy, so not laugh.
Then I do you know this guy, right? Fucking, like, when I first met him, he was looking for Glaiva, right? And he's been in and out the fucking venue loads of times, pretending that he's not found the Glaiva for his missus. But judging by his behaviour, you've been finding that fucking Glaiva and drinking it yourself.
Every time I go inside now.
And the slap was amazing, man. Honestly. You're sleeping.
And I know the people that.
Can I pass the baton to Harun?
I would be very glad for Harun to bring up. I'm not going to buzz you off. You've got 7 minutes-ish. And it's an absolute delight. So welcome to the stage, Harun.
Thank you. So this is we're fucked. No, this is not the name of the show, is it?
No, it's the stage.
Otherwise it would have been called Fuck. Maybe it was called Fuck the Week when it was originally a concept, and then they put it on BBC Two to be Mock the Week.
It could have been Fuck the Week.
Yeah, we're all fucked. So we're all mocked. Anyway, we're all fucked. I think the thing that's fucked us, by the way, is Camberwell Bus Garage. I can see I'm not bringing you with me on this, by the way. I used to live in Camberwell before I came up here. You've not heard of Camberwell Bus Garage. You're not aware that Camberwell Bus Garage is responsible for the war in Ukraine? The death of the Queen? No. Privatisation of public transport. Don't believe that? No? The war in Iraq. The rise of ISIS. Brexit. 50,000 excess deaths from COVID. No? You've not heard of Camberwell Bus Garage? No. I'm sensing scepticism verging on hostility from this audience. No. Okay. I think I can prove it. Part of Vladimir Putin's strategy for the invasion of Ukraine was to first try and disunite the West by disseminating propaganda through social media that was designed to interfere with Western democratic processes, including in this case the EU referendum. Now, as a result of the EU referendum, we got Boris Johnson as Prime Minister. Without that result to leave the EU, we would never have Boris Johnson as Prime Minister. And of course, if you got Boris Johnson as Prime Minister, if you didn't have Boris Johnson as Prime Minister, you would never have had Liz Truss as Prime Minister. And without Liz Truss, you wouldn't have had Kwasi Kwarteng as Prime Minister. And he wouldn't have been able to tank the British economy. And of course, Liz Truss wouldn't have been able to kill the Queen. Well, you know.
What's up, man?
Come on, she killed the Queen. Like, look, the Queen was ordeal. Then she had to have a 40-minute meeting with Boris Johnson. Then she had a 40-minute meeting with Liz Truss. 2 days later, she was dead. Hardly a coincidence, is it? Now, one of the other consequences of Boris Johnson being Prime Minister, he was the Prime Minister at the outset of the COVID pandemic. And you may remember, at the outset, he was supposed to chair 5 COBRA meetings he never went to, as a result of which he never got on top of the brief on COVID. He only locked down on the 23rd of March 2020, which was about 2 weeks later than every other European country. Now, there have been studies, epidemiological studies, that have found, estimated, that 20,000 extra people died as a result of that 2-week delay. But then he made that mistake again in December 2020. You remember all the stuff about tiers? You didn't get it up here so much, but you probably remember it. In England, we had tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, no lockdowns. His whole cabinet was telling we should lock down at that point, but he didn't. And that 2-week delay is estimated to have cost another 27,000 lives. So it's about 50,000 lives from COVID. Now, the result of the EU referendum was fairly narrow, 4% difference between leave and remain. Any one of a number of things could have changed that. But one of the biggest factors was the fear that the refugees from the Middle East crossing over into Europe would cross over into the UK if we were still in the EU. Well, that fucking worked out well, didn't it? Those refugees were fleeing from ISIS in the Middle East. ISIS would never have existed. ISIS would never have existed had it not been for the Iraq War. Without the Iraq War, there would never have been ISIS. The Iraq War only happened because Tony Blair supported George W. Bush in the invasion of Iraq. Without Tony Blair's support, George W. Bush would have been isolated by the international community, could not have invaded Iraq. Now, Tony Blair only became Labour leader and Prime Minister because the previous Labour leader, John Smith, died unexpectedly of a heart attack. I'm sure you'll remember that because I'm Scottish. John Smith then became Labour leader because the previous Labour leader, Neil Kinnock, unexpectedly lost the 1992 general election. Wagga! He only lost that election because John Major personally changed the Conservative Party election strategy with a return to soapbox campaigning. I think there's probably a few people here old enough to remember that. Yeah. And it was the only reason. For that reason, we got 5 years of extra Tory government none of us were expecting at that point, during which time John Major privatised public transport. John Major only became a Tory because he was a banker. John Major only became a banker because he failed to become a bus conductor. John Major took his bus conductor entrance exam at Camberwell Bus Garage. Okay, there's a slight problem with that story, of course. If John Major failed his bus conductor entrance exam, you can't really blame Camberwell Bus Garage for everything that happened subsequently, can you?
Yes. Yes.
No. However, John Major passed his bus conductor entrance exam. And it was only after John Major passed his bus conductor entrance exam that Camberwell Bus Garage saw fit to tell him he was in fact too tall to be a bus conductor. Now, anybody would be pissed off to be told that after they'd just taken the fucking exam. But John Major, you remember, is famously thin-skinned. And you can bet on the day he was told by Camberwell Bus Garage that he was in fact too tall to be a bus conductor, he would have vowed to take revenge on public transport if he had got the chance. So, I put it to you again. Camberwell Bus Garage is responsible for the privatisation of public transport, the war in Iraq, the rise of ISIS, Brexit, 50,000 excess deaths from COVID, the war in Ukraine, the death of the Queen, and possibly the end of the world. Am I wrong? Thank you. My shoulder up. I'm doing political brunch, which is a bit like this, but without the game show format. It's at 12:30 in the afternoon at 10th Bar. It's on every Saturday and the next Sunday, so on Sunday 22nd. I'm also doing a solo show, which is called The History of the Last Conservative Government in Their Own Stupid Words. With basically me reading from the memoirs of David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Matt Hancock, and of course Liz Truss. Worst idea for a show I've ever had. Because to research it, I have to read the memoirs of David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Matt Hancock, and of course Liz Truss. Anyway, that's on Sunday at 10 minutes at 3:30. Thank you very much. I've got 5 here.
Definitely go and see it. It's a much better show than this is. Right, okay, by the way, did everybody enjoy my pun behind me? Can you see it? Did you get it?
No.
Headliner?
Oh.
Yeah, this is why this show sells more tickets. Alright, so I'm going to close. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think we've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. We will be doing it again. We're doing it on the 29th. 28th.
You nearly missed it.
It's on the 28th, same back channel. Are we doing it here again? We're not going back to same back time, same back channel, and also my solo show, which is called Control Alt Delusion, where I rant and rave about how I've been abused and manipulated by my own AI. Which is not a euphemism for my wife. My wife is a lovely woman. It's on the following day here as well. So please come and enjoy the show. But more importantly, I would love to say a massive thank you. And I've actually got all your surnames, so I can massive thank you to Sonya Mathews, Jimi Longmuir, Bremner, and we've got Carr. We've got Harun, Peter Murphy, Peter Murphy, and what was your name, sir?
Jillian.
Sorry,
Stephen Bryce.
Is that can I borrow your line? Sorry, I gave you the impression, I gave a fuck. Thank you so much for watching the show, thank you, good night!
Big round of applause for Si for bringing this all together, everybody!
Right, who gets the prize? Who do we think was the funniest?
Blue team.
How was it?
Hang on.
Hey, don't be biased.
Right, let's do it this way. Right, so we'll do it by team. So we say for the green team? Green. Right, cheer for the green team. Hey. Cheer for the blue team. Okay, and then we'll do it by threes. We've got for Pete. Harun. For me. For Jack. I think it's Pete. There you go, Pete.